So it looks like firefighters definitely don't want to go inside at this point because it's still a raging fire inside there. But they are absolutely putting a lot of water on it from the outside, and now it looks like maybe they hit the sweet spot because we're seeing the flames kind of die down. Although, just as I said that, we do still see a few little flames. Man, this one is a stubborn fire that the Tempe Fire Department and other departments are working on. Copy, 30 seconds for pictures at bearing 109 for ENG, bearing 109. And again, this is at Rural and Broadway. A first alarm fire, just an awful situation for the family down there. This is a house. I think it's a house. It may be a duplex. Now, as far as other houses in the neighborhood, I don't know if there are other houses in the neighborhood threatened. It looks like we've got firefighters on the roof of the neighboring house. Just a little bit of flame still. Yeah. Yep, still some flames. So we also want to give folks a heads up that Rural Road is restricted southbound, just south of Broadway. This is Rural Road. This house is just a couple houses in from Rural, off of just a couple houses in from Rural, south of Broadway. So Rural and Broadway is the main cross streets here, and you can see a lot of folks concerned about this one, watching as this house burns. And as we come around the front, we'll see, trying to look for whether there's any residents. Certainly they would have gotten, we would hope that those residents would have gotten out safely. And at the moment, I don't see any firefighters inside, which makes sense since there's still flames coming from the roof line. They don't know if that roof is stable, but you can see a hole in the roof. And as we come around, I'll try and zoom in on that hole in the roof. You can see right there, there's an open hole in the roof with, in just moments ago, there was some pretty big flames coming from that hole. Now there's still a little bit of flame in there, but those firefighters working on that. They're in the carport, it looks like. And a lot of smoke, a lot of flame. Well, moments ago there was a lot of flames. It looks like they've made progress now with a lot of hand lines and ladder trucks and just everything that they can throw at this fire. You can see some of the traffic building southbound on Rural Road as you approach this fire. And this is just south of Broadway. Let me zoom out and give you the broad overview. So, actually, that might be Broadway there. I may have, if I said it was south of Broadway, I think that's Broadway Road right there. But in any case, Rural Road and Broadway is the main cross streets for this fire. It's just south of ASU. And this is off of Encanto Drive in Tempe. So it is actually north of Broadway. Earlier I said south of Broadway. It's actually just north of Broadway off of Rural. The street is Encanto. And again, a first alarm house fire. It looks like both of the houses on either side are safe at the moment. And it looks like those firefighters made quick work of surrounding this thing and trying to contain it. Copy that. And we just got new information from our news desk that just got new information from our news desk that this may be a hoarder house, kind of a hoarder type situation, which is making it difficult to get in there and fight this fire. A lot of stuff in that house. So we just got reports from the Tempe Fire Department that this may be a hoarder house type situation where it's preventing a challenge for them to get in there and get water in every nook and cranny of all the stuff that's packed inside this house. So that's one of the challenges that firefighters are facing at this point, and that may be why we're still seeing some of those little flames inside of that roof line. As we look down into that open hole in the roof line, there's still a couple little flames just right up in here. You can see just a couple little spots of orange there. Those are still flames. And that roof is not looking too good. This is probably going to be, you know, I don't know. I'm not an insurance person, but it looks like it's going to that house is going to be destroyed. And we are still seeing flames coming from the house. Lots of smoke. If you're in the area of Tempe near ASU wondering what's going on with all the smoke, it's a house fire, a first alarm house fire that is, just north